Hi Rajiv ji, this is Kamal here from Merasangeet.com and a warm welcome to you on our show Chat and Chai once again.
Thank you, Kamalji. Pranam.
Pranam Rajiv ji, kaise hain aap?
Very good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. So Rajiv ji, anything latest on the immigration bill that we could talk about today?
Well, we are still waiting to see what the House does. As you all know that Senate has already passed its version. But
Right.
with the budget crisis that we went through, the feeling of mutual animosity between the Democrats and some of the Republicans has only intensified, which makes
Mm-hmm.
compromising difficult. We'll see. There are still some bright indications. We still might be able to see some sort of reform going through, although it is looking like it may not be comprehensive. It may be a series of small bills being passed
Right.
independently. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. So Rajiv ji, now moving on, we've got some questions here, queries here sent in by our listeners here on Mera Sangeet.
Go ahead, ma'am.
So the first one here is from a listener who lives in Chicago. She says, I have been married for about 7 years now. I have two children. My husband is a US citizen, and I, by choice, have not taken in the US citizenship as yet. My query is there any possibility for me to get a friend of mine over to the United States? Can I sponsor her in any way to come over and visit me?
Um, the most you can do is have her over on a tourist visa.
Mm-hmm.
You can send her a letter inviting her. You can, if the consulate asks for it, or if you want to do it, you can send an affidavit of support, which is Form I-134. But
Okay.
really, there isn't much you can do for a friend.
Okay. The other query here is sent in again by a listener who says, I have been married for about 10 years now. My wife and my children are in India. And the reason I haven't got them over was certain family reasons. Now that I want to get them over, what would be the easiest and the quickest way to bring them over as soon as possible?
Did he mention what his status is?
He is a US citizen. He's been here, he says, for the last 30 years.
So basically, he will have to apply using Form I-130 for, did he say it's his spouse and his children?
Yes, his wife and his children.
Do we know if the children are minor, or are they
Yeah,
all
he says they must be minor. He says he's been married for the last 10 years and his wife and children are in India.
okay? So what he should do is probably apply for K3 visa. Um, K3 visa, yes, K3 visa and green card for everybody at the same time. There is
Okay.
no other quick way of getting them here. This could take up to a year, a few months to a year, but there is no other quick way of doing it.
All right. And finally, a question here, Rajuji, from another listener who says, I am a natural citizen here in the United States, and I came here on the basis of marriage. Of course, now I've gone in for a divorce and I live alone with my children. I wanted to bring my mother over permanently to come and stay with me, who is presently in India. Um, how should I go about it?
Um, are they a U.S. citizen or an immigrant?
Yes, she says she was married and she became a U.S. citizen. Thereafter, now she's been divorced and she lives
Okay.
with her children.
Yeah, look at the instructions on Form I-130. You can apply for your mother's green card. The process should take hopefully within a year. And
Okay.
some people will apply for their parents when they are visiting here on a tourist visa. That's a dangerous practice. It can cause government to think that this is a misuse of the tourist visa if there was a preconceived intention to convert to a green card within USA while entering on a tourist visa. So probably the safest thing to do is to just go ahead and apply for her I-130 and
Okay.
basically let her come on a green card.
All right. Okay. So, Rajuji, these were the queries sent in by our listeners on Mira Sangeet. Thank you so much once again for your time and for being a part of our show.
Always a pleasure, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajuji. Bye
Bye bye.
bye.
Every other Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we host free community conference calls. Everybody is welcome to join. Some people post questions ahead of time. You can take membership in our forums. All of the details are there on our website, immigration.com. You can take membership ahead of time, and it's instantaneous. It happens right away. And post your questions beforehand, or you can just log in. The phone number and all are provided: 202-800-8394, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, every other Thursday. We have free apps for both Apple iOS platform for your iPhones and iPads, as well as for Android. Just look for immigration.com, the period dot, and the application should show up.